Forever and a day updating these project pans. I swear it seems like by the time I film, sit down and edit and upload one of these updates, it is time to turn around and do it again. But that's okay. I love these projects. This one is a personal one that I created last year. One of my favorites. This is Project Rotate Your Stash October Check-In Update 9.
You've got a second chance, you could go home, escape it all, it's just irrelevant.
We're getting closer to the end of the year, and this is such a fun project. I have really been just loving randomly reaching for different things in my makeup collection thanks to this project. We have a lot of grounds to cover, so if you want to see what new products will be chosen randomly for the month of October, then just make sure to keep on watching. But before we get into the video, of course, make sure you guys subscribe. I put out new videos 2 to 3 times a week, so you don't want to miss out on all the fun. Also, make sure to check the down bar for all my other links to all my other social media platforms. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop on into the video. Officially been doing this project for 10 months now, very close to the 1-year anniversary of this project. I got my inspiration to do this type of a project through Alexi as well as BeckyLovesKanga. Beckys is a little bit different in a sense where she would randomly pick products from her collection to use up entirely. I am doing mine a little bit different with a couple different twists and turns on it where you can choose to keep an item in the project to pan it, keep it in for another month, or roll it out and pick something else entirely at the end of each month, giving a little mini review on the products and also deciding on whether you want to keep the product in your collection or declutter it. So it's just been a great way to help kind of cycle through your makeup collection and discover old favorites again and just get good use out of the products that you already own. This is a year-long project. The official dates on this was January 1st of 2020 and it'll be ongoing until the end of the year. However, I am considering possibly extending the project for another year. There's a pretty decent sized group of people doing this project also over on my Instagram, and I know a lot of the girls are very interested in me possibly extending the project for another year. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if this would be something that you guys would be interested in seeing me film over here on my YouTube channel. It has been such a great project. I really enjoy the roulette aspect. The first 6 months was picking the products yourself, and then the last 6 months have been all roulette style. We have a lot of grounds to cover. Let me just go ahead and I will share with you guys the products that were in for the month of September, starting with number 400 that was randomly drawn, and that was my Fenty Kilowatt Lightning Dust / Fire Crystal Highlighter. I did get a lot of good use out of this. I really love Fenty's highlighters. I love a lot of Fenty's products. This is one of the few where I'm not keeping track of like usage or giving myself an X amount of use on each type of product. It's just kind of helping me to reach for things, and if I use it, I use it. If I don't get a chance to use it, that's okay too. It's just been great to help me kind of reach for more things. I am, however, keeping track of weight. Because this is a pressed powder, the weight on this is 63.3 grams, and it was the same last month at 63.3 grams. I knew I wouldn't get any like weight down on this, but I have, however, gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this. I did definitely reach for this and use this quite a bit. It's really really beautiful. I am definitely going to be keeping this, but rolling it out. The next product was number 169, and that was my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. Last month, the weight was at 20.9, and it is now at 20.7, so I managed to use 0.2 grams of this, which is not too bad. It's a really nice concealer. I'm glad that it was randomly drawn in for the project to help me reach for it and get some use out of it, so I really did enjoy this concealer, and I had no problems with it as far as settling in my fine lines or my wrinkles or anything like that. It is a really, really great concealer, so I'm glad that I got some use out of it. I am definitely going to be keeping this as well, but rolling it out. The next number was number 179, and that was my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This was at 11.3 grams last month, and it is now at 11.2 grams. So I used 0.1 gram of this, which is not too bad. I mean, I used this literally only one time. I want to say maybe two. It is really nice. They say it's a dupe for the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, which I can definitely say it is pretty close dupe to that. I own a mini size of the NARS Creamy Radiant, and I really enjoy that one. I've really gotten some enjoyment out of this as well. This is in the shade Fair 10. I'm just glad that I was able to reach for this and use it even a couple times. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this as well, but rolling it out. The next number was number 338, and that was my e.l.f. Loose Glitter in the shade Cosmic Silver. The weight on this is 12.5 grams, and it was of course 12.5 grams last month as well. I couldn't possibly get enough usage out of a loose glitter, especially to make it go down in weight. It is really, really gorgeous. It's just a sparkling, beautiful, loose silver glitter. As you can see how gorgeous it is. I'm definitely going to be keeping this as well, but rolling it out. The next number was number 337, and that was my ColourPop Loose Glitter in the shade Red Zone. The weight on this is 12.6 grams, and it's still 12.6 grams. Again, another loose glitter. It's really going to be hard and take quite a lot of use of this to even get it down, even in the 0.gram range, just because it's a loose glitter. But I did use this quite a bit. It's really, really beautiful. I use this quite often for my inner corner pop, and it just really, really gives you that extra pop. If I can, I will try to show you guys a swatch of this on this video, because I only showed you guys what it looked like on last month's update, which of course, as always, the playlist to this project will be in the cards for you guys if you want to go catch up. You can use this on your eyes as a beautiful lid shade, as a highlighter. You can mix this in with your moisturizer and kind of give you that sparkling effect on your body. You can put it in a mister as a body mist and just give you that pretty glow. You can really do a lot of things with these, and I really have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this as well, but rolling it out. The next number was number 241, and that was my Glam Glow little mini glow starter primer. The weight on this last month was at 10.3 grams, and it is now at 9.5 grams. I have used 0.8 grams of this past month, which is actually really nice. It is a mini, and it is so close to being done, you guys. I had this in my 6 by Summer project pan, didn't finish it. It's been in for this project for a month now, and I still haven't finished it. It is so close to being done, you guys. It is really beautiful. It smells like cake batter. It smells amazing, and it really does give you that nice, healthy looking glow to your skin. You want to apply this before you go in with foundation like you would any primer, and it just smells amazing. I've really been enjoying it, but man, it's lasted a very long time. That being said, I am definitely going to be keeping this and finishing it. Therefore, I would like to keep this in the project for another month to potentially try and finish it. The next number was number 139, and that was my Wet n Wild Doll in Love Again gel lip liner. It is really beautiful. It's like an orange color shade, so I did really enjoy getting some use out of this past month with the orange color. And the weight on this is at 4.7 grams. It is still at 4.7 grams. I didn't manage to get it down in weight. I used it a few times, but nothing too drastic enough to really get it down in weight at all. But that's okay. It is really, really beautiful. It's still very creamy, very gel-like consistency, and I did overall enjoy getting some more use out of this. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this, but rolling it out. The next number was number 791, and that was my e.l.f. Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Sparkling Rose. And the weight on this is 26.4 grams, and it is still at 26.4 grams. I think I want to say I've only used this one time, which, not to say that it's bad, it's a new tube to me, and I gotta try to get out of that mindset of new products and not wanting to use them right away until I have finished up some older lip glosses, such as the CoverGirl lip gloss that I've had in for the entire duration of this project, and I haven't finished that yet. So once I finish that, then I will feel more justifiable to use a new tube, even though I did open it for the sake of the project. So it's just something that I have to learn to better manage in my mind, I guess. Yes, I used this one time, and it is really, really beautiful. I do have the other shade in Champagne Glam, and it was in my lip service project pan, which was a project I did earlier on in 2019 that was helping me to use lip products, and I almost finished that one. I still have yet to finish it, but I'm almost close to finishing it. It's the same exact type of consistency. It kind of gives you that light tingling effect, so I will be definitely keeping this. It is a brand new tube, but rolling it out. And then, of course, the last two products are my CoverGirl Give Me Guava lip gloss, as well as my Milani Color Statement lip liner, which are staying into pan. This has been in for the duration of the project, and this was decided to stay into pan in July. I have done rather well at getting this Milani lip liner down to size. As you can see, there is my newest marking, as I've used quite a decent sized chunk of it from 9-1, and then the next line is to 10-1. So I have used it significantly since deciding to keep it in the project, which is really impressive. The weight on this last month was at 2.2 grams, and it is now at 2 grams exactly. So I've used 0.2 more grams of it, and I've got quite a bit of use out of it. So I'm really proud of myself. I've consistently and steadily been working on this, getting it down to size and getting it smaller and smaller. This is all that we have left. It is such a beautiful deep nude lip liner. It's the perfect shade for my lip color, and I've really been enjoying this. Of course, this will be staying into pan. And last but certainly not least is my CoverGirl Give Me Guava lip gloss, which has been in the entire duration of this project. Last month it was at 17.9 grams, and it is now at 17.8 grams. We are slowly but surely getting this down to size and down to weight. It is getting to the point where any day now I will be able to pull that stopper out. I pretty much got it entirely finished up to where I'm literally scraping the tube and the sides of it now. So once I pull that stopper out, which I will be doing that actually finally one day in the next coming weeks, I will be pulling that out. So by the next update on this, the stopper will be out. I really am going to try my hardest to finish this up by the end of the year. I shouldn't have a problem in doing so. It is practically empty right now. I've really gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this. It's a beautiful, very comfortable lip gloss, not tacky or not sticky. And yes, you guys heard me talk about this time and time again every single month. So this is definitely staying into pan. For the month of September, I noticed I had a lot of doubles of everything in this round. 2 lip glosses, we had 2 concealers, we had 2 lip liners, and we had 2 loose glitters. So lots of doubles. I have decided to keep all the products. I don't want to declutter anything. It's really hard for me to declutter, but maybe there will come an update where I possibly declutter something. The future is unknown, but I still really love this project. Now let's go ahead and I will insert a screen recording of me randomly selecting the number of products that will be coming in for the month of October. As you saw, it randomly drew 4, which means I will be randomly selecting 4 more products to come in, with the 2 that I already have in will give me a total of 6 products for the month of October, which is not too bad. I did manage to finally enter all of my makeup into my Tiny Decisions app, which is a wheel that you spin. But how I have decided to do it is, since it only randomly selected 4, I'm just going to go ahead and enter 1 through 812, which is the total total number of products that I have in my collection. And my number has went up a little bit just because I have received a few items in PR this past month. I've had a couple brands reach out to me and it's been really nice. And of course, all my links to all my coupon codes and stuff to help save you guys money are always in the description box of my video. Because I had a couple things come in from PR, my numbers went up a little bit. I am still officially on my 2-year no-buy. We are almost a full year in, so I will be doing a 1-year check-in on my no-buy coming very soon. I have not bought a single stitch of makeup since November of last year, and I stopped accepting gifts officially as of June of this year. So the only way that things are really coming into my collection anymore is because of PR or if I happen to win a giveaway. My official number is at 812. And instead of just kind of going through my Tiny Decisions app and screen recording it, showing it, picking some numbers from my inventory, because it's only 4, I'm just going to go ahead and go on my Pretty Random app and enter 1 to 812 with you guys in hopes that maybe it will pick a lippy and 1 palette, and then I have the option of picking 2 other products outside of that. From 1 to 434 is my makeup inventory minus palettes and lippies. My palettes and lippies start at 435 to 812. So 435 to 812 is lip products and eyeshadow palettes. That's half of my collection. Half of my collection is nothing but lippies and palettes, which is so crazy. Let's just go ahead and see what 4 numbers I can potentially just pick through the Pretty Random app. Number 358, number 4, number 663, number 435, and number 167. We managed to do pretty good without it choosing just a bunch of palettes and lippies. I think it did rather well since it was only 4 numbers to draw from. I know for sure 1 palette and 1 lippy, and then the other 2 numbers are the rest of my categories. In the next slide, I will go ahead and take you guys to the inventory and we will go pick these products out. Here we are at my inventory, and the first number drawn was number 358. If we scroll on up to my bronzer category, as you can see, here is my count according to my inventory with a /, and then this is how many in each category that I have. So number 358 is my NARS Laguna Little Mini Bronzer. The next number was number 663, which I know is in my palettes and lippies, so I have to come down here, click on the next tab, and scroll on up to number 663, which is definitely a lippy, and that is my Maybelline Superstay in the shade Absolute Taupe. The next number was number 435, which I know is the first palette that I have in my collection, which is my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, which I'm so excited about. And then the last number was number 167. So we have to go back to the other part of my inventory and scroll down to concealers, which number 167 is my Bare Minerals Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. Now, what I'm going to do is, because this was already in this project, I'm just going to go down 1 to my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. We're back, and I went and I grabbed those 4 products, which I'm really excited about. Again, I think it did rather well, and me not really having to struggle too hard with the numbers, because you guys know trying to pick the numbers and to decide what was picked and if I should put it into the Tiny Decisions app or not is usually a struggle and a challenge each month for me, but it did rather well. The only thing was I had to go down 1 number because it chose a product that was already recently in this project. let's go ahead and wrap this video up. I will quickly go over the 4 products and we will close this video up. The first number 358, as you saw, was my little NARS mini little bronzer in the shade Laguna, which is a really dark bronzer. It's real beautiful though. Beautiful, deep, rich, just a small little guy, but you'll be surprised at how long a mini will last you. I'm really glad that I will be able to get some use out of this again, and hopefully my tan won't fade too bad to where this will be too dark on me. The next number was number 663, which I knew was a lippy, and it was my Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Color in the shade Absolute Taupe, which as you can see is a real beautiful, almost like nude type of shade. I'm glad that, you know, I will be able to get some use out of this. It has one side to kind of help make the liquid lipstick not so drying. You would apply the liquid lipstick and then you go in over top with this, and it kind of helps condition your lips and keep them nice and soft. I'll be glad to get some use out of this again. I have a couple of these and I have decluttered one of these recently. Who knows? This might be the product I declutter. Even though I love this shade, I just know that these suckers do last and wear for a very long time. I will insert a swatch of, if I haven't already, of the shade of this so you can see how pretty the color is. The next number was number 435, which was the first palette that I have in my eyeshadow palette collection, which is my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, which is so exciting. This has never been drawn for any projects yet, so I'm really excited to be able to finally have a good reason to reach for this and use this. This is a very bougie, very expensive palette. My husband got this for me for my birthday, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I want to say I've only used this 1 or 2 times prior, so I'm really, really excited to reach for this again and do some beautiful warm tone, just gorgeous, like sexy types of looks with this. As you can see, this is what it looks like, and it's just really gorgeous. I'm just really excited to get some use out of this. I forgot to mention the weight on the NARS little mini Laguna bronzer is at 17.7 grams. I'm not gonna weigh the lipstick though, just because of the shape of it, with it being awkward and both sides kind of coming apart like that. Of course, I don't weigh palettes. That leaves the last number, which was number 167. As you saw, I had to go down one because it drew my Catrice Complete Coverage Concealer, which was just recently in the project, and it's kind of defeating the purpose of using things that haven't been in projects. So I went down to number 168, and that is my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade Nude Beige. I did finish up entirely one of these concealers last year. It was really, really gorgeous, and I really enjoyed it until it got closer to getting finished. The more lower it got, the more it started to just settle in my lines and looked awful. So the first portion of it I loved so much, in fact, to where I did buy another one, and this was before my no buy. I'm hoping that this isn't like gone bad or it's expired and it's gonna be horrible, but that's the good part of this project. On if it is and I don't enjoy it, then I will just simply declutter this. Fingers crossed that this will actually work and I can get some good use out of it. And the current weight on this is 14.7 grams. And of course, I decided to keep my little Glam Glow mini glow starter in for another month. I'm hoping I can finish this in the month of October. And then the 2 products that are staying in Japan are the CoverGirl lip gloss and Give Me Guava, and my Milani Color Statement lip liner. That's everything for this month on Project Rotate Your Stash. I've really been loving this project. It's just been a lot of fun and kind of helping further to use things in my collection. And I know a lot of you have really grown to love this project too, and I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who is participating in this project. And if you are interested in joining in on this project, there's always the sign up sheet in the description box of each one of my videos. I would love to have you join. You're always more than welcome to join any of these projects. They are so much fun and they're just so positive and productive, and they're just a great way to really get use out of your collection. As you can tell, I have 2 different color eye looks on today. Today is a Tuesday, and I've been doing the Two Tone Tuesdays little series over on my Instagram, where each Tuesday I put out 2 different colors for everybody to do, 2 different color eye looks, and it's gotten quite popular. I know a lot of girls really enjoy doing it. So this week's colors were sky blue and gray, and this is what we came up with. I seem to film a lot on Tuesdays. It's just for fun, nothing too serious, or you know, if you don't want to go out and you're not comfortable with wearing 2 different color eye looks, I totally respect that, but I have been having a lot of fun in doing it. That's everything for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and of course, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. And until my next video, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Bye!